right, Pisces, let's get into a reading. So we're going to see what's coming out for you today. Friendly reminder, guys, if you want to check anything out that I have to offer, it's always in the comment section. And if you just want to be nosy, you can just go down there and click on some links and be nosy. All right, you got emotional fulfillment coming in. Okay, so a lot of you could be ending things that were maybe hard to end, letting go of things that were maybe hard to let go of to get to your emotional fulfillment. Because we got the Ten of Swords with the Eight of Cups going into the Ten of Cups. So that's telling me that sacrifices could have needed to be made to get to what you wanted. So an example would be, you know, sometimes in life when we're manifesting something that we want, things that we have will be taken from us. And then we question, okay, well, I asked for the love of my life, yet the girl or the boy that I was dating was taken from me. Why? Well, maybe because that's not your manifestation. Maybe there are things that have to be taken from you, things that have to be collapsed and done. No more betraying, no more backstabbing, no more working so hard for little and no recognition where you feel depleted time and time and time again. It's like the universe has heard you. They know you want to break. They know that you're fed up. They know that you're tired. They know that you've learned your lessons. But sometimes you have to just kind of put a fork in it and say, okay, enough's enough. Imagine cooking a steak and you keep cooking it so much so that it's burnt. At what point are you going to take it off and say, okay, we got to sacrifice what we got. We got to sacrifice. That's what I'm saying here. So a lot of you are going through a momentary shift to go after your emotional fulfillment, to get your happily ever after. Now that doesn't always look like being married and having children. That looks exactly like the future that you want. Maybe working from home, being able to travel while you work. Maybe it is having someone to share life with but no children attached. Maybe it's just owning almost a zoo. Whatever that looks like for you. Let's get some more. So I'm going to be honest with you. If the past is still kind of haunting you, give me a little bit on that. What do you need to know? Oh, okay. So, guess what? You remember I just said if the past is kind of haunting you? What I was thinking is that you could be thinking a lot about things that took place in the past. That every time you turn around, you're being remembered of that one little time frame, that year that you never want to remember again. Do any of you have any of those? I got multiple. Where you're like, I don't want to remember 2010, and this is why. Some of you, I was feeling that memories could be kind of coming up so much so that it feels kind of like it's sucking the energy out of you, sucking the life out of you, bringing the mood down. The reason that's happening is because the person that you're being triggered to remember constantly is wanting to come back around, okay? Now, this is going to be the final choice, the final decision. What do I mean by that? When this person decides to come towards you, that will be the end of it or the beginning of the next chapter. If they come back, or shall I say when they come back, that will be the last time that they come back. So this could be an ex where it's like, okay, they come back once every 4 years. Okay, well, it's time. It's time. It's been 4 years. It's time for them to try to come back. But if you decide to close this door, because this person's going to come in and they're going to be vulnerable. If you decide to close this door, you will never speak to them again, okay? Now, I'm saying that this person could be trying to gather information around you. They could be spying on you, or they could want to give you a message of truth that has been weighing on them. So again, remember I just said this person's going to come in and be vulnerable. So some of you, this person could be wanting to come in and just tell you something that you need to know. Wanting to get something off their chest. Okay, so this person's disappointed in themselves is what's happening. They're disappointed in themselves. And they want to come in and tell you that they're sorry or why they're disappointed. And it has something to do with you. This could be a lover with the devil who did something that they now feel a lot of shame and regret around. This could be a kid who's very stubborn. And maybe they showed personality traits when they were little that something was going to be a problem. They're going to be coming in here soon and tell you, you know, I've learned my lesson and I've learned it the hard way. And I got something in my eye. And you were collateral damage in that. And I'm really sorry. I've been really anxious about coming in and telling you this. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm really disappointed in myself, Mom. I'm really disappointed in myself, Dad. If this is someone that you dated or entertained, this person could have acted in a way that was pure logical or practical because they needed to heal. So now that they've healed, now that they've rested, now that they've gotten to a place in their life where they can self-reflect and not see it as someone being mean to them or them being the victim or any of that. It's like, okay, no, I'm going to really self-reflect and do better, be better. Now that they're at that place where they've healed and they're able to do that self-reflection from a higher perspective, again, they're feeling a lot of shame. They're feeling a lot of guilt. So they feel the need to make something right with you. Now, making it right with you doesn't mean getting back together. It doesn't mean you guys living together or marrying or being best buds again. It could just mean them coming in and saying, how I treated you was really effed up. I'm sorry that I stole from you. I'm sorry that I said that to you. I'm sorry that when I was really down, out, and broken, I wanted to drag you down there to hell with me, just to be honest. That could be for some of you. Okay, give me more about the new chapter, though. I see you guarding the hell out of this new chapter. So if it's a lover, if it's a job, if it's all of the above, I see you being like, who's there? You need the password to get in. So you're going to be really kind of like protecting what you've earned, protecting what you love. Okay. So when that person comes back, I see you kind of dreading the conversation, the response. So this is someone who might reach out to you when you are in the middle of your double shift, you're busy as hell, you don't got time to message back. You might look at the phone or pick up the phone and then regret that you looked at the phone and picked up the phone. I'm seeing that this is going to be someone that when you think about talking to them or you think about hashing this out or listening to what they have to say, there's going to be a part of you that's going to be like, can I postpone this? Because I really don't want to do it. That's where your energy is going to be. With the devil here, I feel like you do not think highly of this person or this situation. Yeah, you feel like there's secrets, or you feel like this person was doing things in the dark and they quickly come to light. So what's happening here is someone's coming back to, this could be a bully in high school, wanting you to know that they're sorry. And they could tell you something that's happened in their life where they got a taste of their own medicine. And it's going to kind of shock you, but it's also going to be a little bit of energy of like, but you kind of met your match because you were bad about some secrets, or you were bad about acting one way in front of the adults and completely different with the children. You're going to feel, again, kind of burdened, because I think there's going to be a part of you that wants to have empathy for this person, but then there's also a part of you that's like, damn, it sucks the energy's coming back to you that quick. Okay, first off, this person's hopeful that you're going to allow them back into your life. So I'm not getting into that. Let's go into a different reading. Just let you know somebody's coming back. This is someone who has done you wrong, done you dirty. They want another chance. They're hoping you're going to let them back in. I'm going to leave that up to you. Yeah, okay. Give me more for the new chapter, though. Again, some of you have got a new chapter coming in. This could be traveling. I see you going through a new door. Yeah, a lot of celebration, a lot of things to celebrate, a lot of happiness. Spending time with people who really make your heart fulfilled. So 3 of Cups can also be the energy of, we're making plans in the chat, we're going to do this. It's going to get out of the chat. If you and your friends have been making plans to go to like festivals, concerts, rallies, anything like that, marathons, I see that getting out of the group chat. I see that being a possible thing. I see a lot of things being celebrated. I see you really having a lot of excitement and joy, being emotionally fulfilled, feeling like you're surrounded with people that you can trust, that pour into you. You could also be feeling like you're surrounded with people who are like-minded. I'm seeing a lot of days here coming up where you've asked for them. After crying for so long. Whoever's coming back is someone you cried over, just to let you know. Okay, keep going, Danielle. They are telling you to leave anything behind that no longer serves you, because the next 10 years of your life is going to be very abundant, and you need to make sure that you are taking people with you that can also transform, that also want to bring balance into your life and not deplete you or make you sad or disappointed. An example would be, if you pick the wrong partner, that partner is going to be the reason you're up crying and not paying attention to your work or growing your business or growing your portfolio or going to school. You might have to miss those moments because you're too busy dealing with someone who doesn't care if you're crying. They don't care if your feelings are hurt. They don't care if you're disappointed. They only care about one and one only. That can then make it to where you can't put time, attention, and affection into things that really make you thrive, that is going to better your future, because in that moment that hurts. That's what I'm saying here. And they're saying, listen, the next 10 years are going to be amazing for you. They're going to be abundant. They're going to be filled with laughter and joy and moments that you once wished for. Maybe even as a kid you would see it on TV and be like, oh, I want to go to Jamaica. Guess what, baby, you going to Jamaica. But those are also going to be moments where you're going to need to choose people who want to also bring balance in. Not the kind of people who would be like, hey, get me a plane ticket, I want to go too. But the kind of people who are like, I want to go, and let me know when you book it because I'm going to book mine too at the same time. Get people who heal you from the inside out. Get people who, when you're around them and you leave their presence, you leave their energy, you feel like you could go run a marathon because they filled you up from the ground up with love, with passion, with desire, with courage, with good words and affirmation and good vibes. And I am saying, although here you have an opportunity to work with this person, I think that you need to see whether or not this person's actually a team player, or if they're just coming in now that your back's turned to them and you're being preoccupied in something else, okay? What do you need to know about the new chapter of abundance? This could start taking place in 4 weeks, 4 months, maybe in the next 4 days. I'm also seeing you needing to make plans for your future pretty quickly. So things could be shifting pretty quickly in your life in a way that you didn't expect. Again, someone coming back where there's conflict. If there's any confusion or illusion, don't take action. Seek truth and seek more than just a page. See if this person really is coming in to take action. See if this person really is coming in with changes, or are they just coming in to hop on the bandwagon and be like, I'm here to party, I'm here to have fun, I'm here to reap all of your success. I see here coming up that you could be having nightmares. I also see here coming up that when it comes to you planning for your future, again, you need to make sure that you're bringing changes and transformations that you know is possible, that you know needs to happen. Okay, you could also have another person coming in and showing you interest, or another person where you once felt that it was a stalemate energy coming in and telling you a message from love. I see you having a lot of interest in you. So if these are jobs, I see that you could have a job coming back from the past, a job that you left because you didn't feel that it was emotionally fulfilling anymore, a job that could have made you really sad and disappointed. This could have been a job where you would have rode to hell for them, but when push come to shove, you found out real quick they were not going to do the same for you, okay? Now that they want you back on their payroll, how does that make you feel? And do you want to go back to someone who's done showed you one of the worst versions of their self? You get to decide if someone's changed. Now, I also see a new option here, or an option that you felt was a stalemate. So this is either someone that you were about to start dating, but it didn't get off the ground. It was like, oh, okay, we don't want the same things, move about our way. This could be a job where you put in an application, but you never heard from them. So you were like, oh, they must have done hired somebody. I'm not it, whatever, moving about my way. A stalemate energy is when you start having a little bit of progression and then it stops completely. Nothing ever progresses. That person might come back and tell you that they're sorry it took them so long to reach out for the application They're sorry it took them so long to reach out and tell you that they wanted to take you out or see where this could go. I see you being a little on edge about whether or not this is actually changed and transformed, if you should take the offer. So some of you, you're going to have a choice between two here coming up. 2 jobs, 2 lovers, 2 opportunities. 2 opportunities to possibly grow your abundance and your income. If there is something very, very similar to another thing that you've did, here's an example. Let's say that you have business products and you are about to launch a product that's very, very similar to something you already have. They're telling you that that might not be the best idea, that you need to balance the desire, the passion with some sense of like emotion and love. So when you love something, people can tell. When you're teaching a course or a workshop, or you're teaching little children and you went to school for that degree, people can tell if you love something and if you don't. And I would say 9 times out of 10, when you really love something, you're more likely to become successful in it because people can see that and it's almost contagious. You're not chasing the passion, the fire, the desire, something that could be almost put out very easily with just a little bit of water. You're pouring your heart, your soul, everything into it. That's what I'm seeing here as well. So if you've got 2 options coming in, they're telling you that the next chapter in your life will be a new one, but you get to pick where do you want to go. There's going to be a lot of shifts coming in that you don't see. There's going to be a lot of things hidden in your near future. It could feel like every 7 hours things are changing so fast you can't keep up. So here's an example. Let's say you wake up at 7 a.m. Okay, you woke up, it was a good day. By 7 p.m. you might have almost broke your toe, your AC's done tore up, you had to run to the vet because something happened, unfortunately. Your kid got stung by a bee. Your car broke down on the side of the road. There could be so many things about to take place that it's going to feel very overwhelming to keep up with. This again could be, maybe it's not a bad day. Maybe you wake up and you're like, okay, today I'm just going to chill. Well, your neighbor texts you. They need your help. Then your best friend called. They want to see if you want lunch or if you want to go grab lunch. Then that ex called. They miss you and they want to hit you up and see if you want to go get coffee and chat. Then that lover that you never really truly went anywhere with, but you remember their name and you remembered that you like them. Guess who's coming back? Guess who all of a sudden has everything off their plate and now they want to see where this can go with you. All of that could take place within like 7 hours. And it's like, whoa, this is a lot happening. And you could feel really burdened because not only do you have everything else you've got to take care of, but now you got your best friend needing you. You got an ex coming back. You got a new lover that you kind of like, but you didn't like, but you don't know what happened because it turned into a stalemate. Why are they coming back now kind of thing happening? Maybe your mama's called you. She needs you to bring over some rolls for dinner when you come. It's just like bam, 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 bam. And next thing you know, you might feel burdened. You might feel like, okay, this went from being my day off to being the day that I have to run around town and get everything done. This is overwhelming. And it might feel like it's kind of shaking your foundation because in that moment you have to pick. Do you want that job? Do you want this job? Do you want to take that ex back? Okay, you can go hear him out, but what about this new person? Okay, well, we got to make a choice. Or are we going to string them along for a few weeks? You get to decide that. However, if someone finds out you have been stringing them along for a few weeks, they might actually dip out. So I'm just going to be your fair warning. And you might want to give yourself some time to see what you truly desire and what you see in your future before you make that choice. They're telling you, though, that you can't take, again, with the 3 here and the 4, I don't recommend 3 weeks. They're saying, take 4 hours or take 4 days to figure out what would be best for you. And maybe recognize that one of them is very, very genuine. So I feel like whoever the person is that's going to come back and say, Hey, I know you see me as a stalemate. I've changed my perspective. I'm really sorry that when we looked at your application, we felt that you were not certified enough for this job. We actually changed our mind. We're so sorry it took us so long. I really hope you're available though. Are you still available for a job? That could be one person's energy. But again, whoever the other one is, what did they do to you? They told you about a future path where you guys were going to have everything, where there was going to be victory, where there was going to be success. But then they ended up leaving you there, or they ended up aborting mission, jumping, running. What the fuck? And decided to come back. See, okay, one of these people I'm not a fan of. One of them made a conscious choice and said, and if this choice doesn't work, I can come back later. Okay, one of these people that you're going to have a conversation with, I don't see you being too friendly to. I see you being kind of direct. Can I get an energy for, yeah, I'm recovering. See, that's what I'm saying. Give me an energy for this King of Pentacles. Could be a Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. Could be a Libra. I've been getting a lot of Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus coming up lately. So some of you could definitely be dealing with someone who is maybe financially driven. That could be what makes them make the choices that they make. I'm wanting to make amends with you because I want you. Okay, what about this King of Wands? I'm wishing we could go back. Again, that could be the stalemate energy. That could be the stalemate energy. I'm wishing I could go back, and instead of hiring that person that ended up quitting 3 days later, or instead of telling you that I didn't want a relationship and then I went out, had a bunch of flings, now I'm realizing this is not fun, I want a relationship. Where's that person at that I met in town that time? That could be this person's energy. You could see him as a stalemate. Yeah, I met him in Trader Joe's. We talked for a little bit. They didn't really take it anywhere. I don't know whatever happened to that person. There you go. That's how you feel. They could feel that they wish that they could take it back and actually bring some sort of change because they find you so attractive and they were hiding their feelings. What was their feelings then? So why did it turn into a stalemate? Because my life is not together as it seems. That could have been the reason why they didn't progress it. This could have been someone who maybe financially they didn't have the means to date, do things that you needed to do things that you wanted to do. Here's an example. I know a lot of people who travel with lovers, friends/lovers, whatever that looks like for them. Not everyone has the means to travel. Not everyone has the finances to travel, to even leave the county, to even leave the damn house. Because let's be honest, mortgage is expensive and we're trying to get our money's worth around here, okay? So maybe when this person was around you, their life wasn't together like they wanted it to be. So it turned into a stalemate. Now they're wishing things could be different. So they want to come in. They could be watching your social media. So they want to come in and have a conversation with you. So I'm going to leave this here. All I know is a new chapter is taking place and you have to choose what you want that new chapter to look like. Again, this could be a job. This could be a job who maybe they were struggling for people. So much so that they were hiring anyone. The first person that would come in, okay, you're hired. Now, maybe they're being a little more picky. I don't want just anyone coming up in this office and working. I want someone who's going to stay. And I did want to hire you before because maybe they thought you were attractive, or maybe they really, really found the way that you talked with this Page of Cups. So you could just be really kind, but they could have not hired you. For some of you, they didn't hire you because they were attracted to you, or for some of you, they didn't hire you because they felt like you wouldn't stay around. But then they could have hired someone else that ended up quitting, so now they want to give you a shot. That could be for some of you, if it's like a job. And this could be happening in divine timing. Again, you could be needing to make a choice between two jobs, two lovers, to circumstances, to opportunities. Some of you are about to use a vendor, a contractor, or someone like that you've done used before. So what do I think about? I think about a contractor. I think about an advisor. I'm thinking about maybe a plumber, a car mechanic. Some of you have hired someone once, twice, or multiple times. And I feel like you could be a little dedicated to this person. I feel like this person has either not shown up when they were supposed to, or they have done things that has made you question your professional relationship. That person could be still wanting you as a client, but some of you could be thinking about getting rid of that advisor, firing that plumber, firing that contractor. Because I am saying that this person disappoints you. And there's an energy here of when they want to be a team player, they are a team player. When they have something to gain, they're all in. But maybe when they're not feeling good, they're quick to call out. Maybe when the relationship's not really convenient, they're quick to dip out. And there's a part of you that's like, yeah, I know you want me, or yeah, I know you want me as a client, but you don't do things that show me that you want to keep me as a client. So I think I'm just going to nip the bud and go somewhere else. If that's the case, you could have someone new who could have once worked for you, could have once given you a quote, something of that sort. And they could be coming back to help you out, to work on your car again. For some of you, if this is someone that you hire, so let's say that you're a man and you hire a tax advisor, a female tax advisor. I don't know what you would be hiring a female for, but there could be a female that you have hired to maybe clean your home, help you with something at the bank, something of that sort that finds you really attractive and really likes when you come around. And you could be picking that person if you decide to go with that bank, go with that contractor, because you like maybe their bookkeeper. You like the person who answers the phone because they're really kind to you. They're really nice. They take care of your issues. Now, for some of you, if this is like a contract, if this is, okay, Danielle, I'm getting rid of one contractor and going to a new one. Yeah, you're right. I do like the person that I end up chatting with, or whatever that looks like for you. There could be something in the way of you guys being able to be with one another. Because I am saying I'm wishing things could be different and I find you attractive. So you could be working with someone who finds you attractive but hides that because they feel that this can't be. So there could be other things involved. This could be an energy of like, I can't date a client. I can't date when I'm married, when I'm in a relationship, when I am your contractor, when I am your bank advisor. There could be something here that's kept this stuck. And what you don't know is in divine timing, there could be something that's going to take place that's going to have that person watching your social media. And like, even after the contract is done, or even after you no longer need that bank advisor or that help, that person's still going to keep eyes on you and watch you and miss you. But again, this could just be like two different jobs. For some of you, this is two different people though. You're about to have a choice between two different opportunities, chapters, circumstances. And they're saying, leave the things behind that you feel you can't trust. Leave the things behind that have betrayed you, broke you down. Anything that feels like every time you turn around, you're getting stabbed in the back, doesn't need to come to the next chapter with you. You're going towards emotional fulfillment, okay? And a lot of the things that's going to be joining you on your next chapter, I don't even feel like you've thought about, you've recognized, you've realized, because I don't feel like you've asked for it. Here's an example. If you go to get ice cream and you have a little kid, they're fine with ice cream. But if that ice cream comes out with gummy bears and sparkles, I promise you they're going to be 10 times happier. Why? Because that's a bonus. That was a surprise. You could be getting gummy bears and sprinkles in your life here coming up. You could have asked for ice cream, but you could be getting gummy bears and sprinkles as a bonus. And I think you're going to be really shocked, but I also think you're going to be really happy. It's going to be an energy of like, I'm so excited. I wanted ice cream, but the fact that it has my favorite things on top, like M&Ms and sprinkles, makes me so excited. Okay, so again, you have a choice between two. I'm going to tell you good luck. Have fun with that. Love that for you. Keep me updated and have a blessed day.